Now from fighter jets, we come to a story about cars, a vehicle that is essential for most people these days. Either you let app-based cabs and their surcharges take you for a ride, or you put that money into an EMI and buy a car that fits your budget. That's what most of us do. But in Singapore, not everyone can buy a car. In Singapore, not everyone has the right to buy a car. Before buying a car, you must first buy the right to buy a car. How much for? As much as 99,000 Singapore dollars. That's almost the price of a car. What explains this bizarre rule? Our next report has the answer.
How much do you plan to spend on a new car? Singapore will take you for every penny. The country does not allow everyone to buy a car. You heard that right. Not everyone in Singapore has the right to own a car. The right comes with a fee. We are talking about $99,999, which is 7.5 million rupees. Basically, you can't wake up in Singapore one fine day, sip a cup of fine coffee and think to yourself, what a fine day to check out a new car. Next thing you know, you are test driving and vroom, you have a car booked. Doesn't work that way in Singapore. Before you buy a car, Singapore expects you to buy the right to own a car. It's called the Certificate of Entitlement, or COE. You need to bid for this license. There are 5 different categories, from A to E. Category A, for example, is for cars below 1600 cc. Basically, your small cars. The hatchbacks. A license for it will cost you up to $73,000, which is almost the price of the car. A Mitsubishi Space Star, for example, costs around $84,000. A Mazda 2 hatchback costs $89,000. A license for it again costs $73,000. Meaning, throw in some more money and you can buy another car. What's worse, even after spending such a hefty amount, the license will only be valid for 10 years. In some cases, 5. So what kind of cruel joke exactly is Singapore playing? What explains its Certificate of Entitlement? We look for answers. Turns out, this cruel rule is designed to control traffic in Singapore. Look at the size of this country. It's all of 728 square kilometers. That's half the size of Delhi, by the way. Singapore used to be a British colony. Today, it is a major manufacturing and financial hub. To many, including economist Milton Friedman, Singapore is the example of how to do development right. All the accolades in the world, yet Singapore has little land. It also has limited road space. The country has dedicated 12% of its land area to roads. It's a far higher percentage than in many countries, and yet it is not enough. Singapore is home to 5.7 million people. If everyone began buying cars, Singapore would be stuck in traffic. And this is where the certificate helps. Its hefty fee works as a deterrent. Or does it? Today, there are nearly 1 million vehicles on Singapore's roads. Of them, 600,000 are private cars. Singapore's car ownership rate is roughly 11%. America's car ownership rate, for comparison, is 80%. Europe's is 50%. According to Singapore's Land Transport Authority, at least 6% of the country's car owners own more than one car. Meaning, the rich can buy the right to own a car twice over. Has any other country experimented with similar policies? Not that we know of. Let us know if you happen to know any. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.